In the name of Allah, hello my dear students, in our new lesson in distance learning by Mr. Mus'ad Saber and the English supervisor Mr. Ahmed Al-Shurbini. Al-Aus Private School for Boys. And our lesson today is for Traveler 6, lesson 15, page 30, grammar. Now, my dear students, let's go to your notes on this page. Please open your notes on this page and follow me to know this role. Our new grammar today is about reported questions. As you know, there are different sentences, statements, questions, instructions, and now we are going to explain how we change the direct into reported questions. Like you see, we usually introduce reported questions with the reporting verbs ask, wonder, and the expression want to know. The verbs in reported questions are in the affirmative form. Like you see in the example. Why did you go to the doctor? He asked. When we wanted to change this question into reported speech, we start with the subject pronoun he, and after the subject pronoun or the subject noun, we use the word asked. And if there is an object in the question, we use, like you see, he asked me. Then we join the question in reported speech with the same WH word. Like you see the WH here, why? We join the sentence with it, why? He asked me why. And we must delete the helping verb and change the pronouns to make the sentence correct. Like you see, here we change the pronoun you into I because we want to, he asked me why I. I here relates to the object me. And we must change the tenses too from the present into the past or from the past into the past perfect. Like you see, did go, change it into had gone. And complete the sentence. So the sentence must be like this. He asked me why I had gone to the doctor. If the direct question begins with a question word, the reported question also begins with the same question word. Like I told you in this example or this question, we use the WH word in the reported speech or the reported question. Like this example too. Where are you going? He asked. When we wanted to change it from direct into reported speech, as I told you before, we start with the subject pronoun he and followed by asked and the object if there is an object of the sentence or in the question. Then we must join with the same WH word. Like you see, here we joined with the WH word where. And if there is a helping verb and a subject, like you see, helping verb, verb to be, am, is, are, was, were, and the subject pronoun, we start in the reported question with the pronoun and after that the helping verb. But we must change the pronouns and we must change the tenses. Like you see, here we change you into I because it relates to the object me. And we change are going. This is the present progressive. We must change it into the past progressive, like you see, was going. So we must say, where are you going? He's asked. He asked me where I was going. If the direct question does not begin with a question word, the reported question begin with if or whether. Please, my dear students, pay attention and listen carefully to what I say because we need this explanation when we answer the exercises in the next video. Again, if the direct question does not begin with a question word, the reported question begin with if or whether. Like this example. Did you enjoy the presentation? He asked. Here we must put quotation marks like this. Did you enjoy the presentation? He asked. When we wanted to change it into reported questions, we must say, he asked me if. Why we use or join with if or whether? Like I told you before, if the direct question does not begin with a question word, the reported question begin with if or whether. Like you see here, the question starts with did, and it's not WH word, but it is helping verb. And after that, we change the pronouns, like I told you before, and the tenses from the present into the past, or from the past into the past perfect. Like you see in the example, he asked me if or whether. I, here we change the pronoun you into I because it relates to the object me. And we change did enjoy. This is the past symbol. We must change it into the past perfect. Had enjoyed. And complete the sentence. He asked me if or whether I had enjoyed the presentation. The last thing in this lesson for today, when we change question from direct to reported speech, pronouns, tenses, adverbs, etc. change in the same way as in reported statements. Like I told you before in the examples, we change the pronouns to make the sentence correct, and we change the tenses from the present into the past, present simple into past simple, present progressive into past progressive, present perfect into past perfect, past simple into past perfect, and the modal verbs in present into the modal verbs into the modal verbs in the past. And we must change some words like yesterday or time expressions, yesterday to the day before, tomorrow, the following day, next, or the next day, now, then, this, that, these, those, and so. Okay, my dear students, this is our lesson for today. In the end, I'd like to thank you for your follow, and I hope you understood the reported questions and know how to change the questions from direct into reported speech or reported questions. Thank you, and wait me in the next video with exercises page 31. Goodbye.